The magical Christmas tree. Once upon a time, deep in a snowy forest, there stood a tiny fir tree named Finn. Finn was smaller than all the other trees around him, and he often felt overlooked. While the bigger trees stretched their branches high, Finn's were short and stubby. Someday, Finn whispered to himself, "I want to be special, too." Each winter, Finn watched as humans came into the forest to choose trees for Christmas. They picked the tallest, fullest ones, decorating them with sparkling lights and ornaments. Finn dreamed of the day he might be chosen. One cold December morning, Finn noticed a family wandering through the forest. They were bundled in scarves and mittens, laughing and pointing at the trees. That one, called the little boy, Max, pointing toward Finn. His parents hesitated. "It's so small," said Max's mother. "But it's perfect," Max insisted. "It just needs a little love." Finn was thrilled. The family gently dug around his roots and carefully placed him into a big red pot. "You're coming home with us," Max said. "We'll make you the best Christmas tree ever." The journey from the forest was bumpy and chilly, but Finn didn't mind. He imagined what his new home might be like. When they arrived, the family carried him inside to their cozy living room. The room was warm, with a fireplace crackling softly and the smell of cinnamon cookies in the air. Max's mom brought out boxes of decorations. "Time to dress you up," Max said. He and his little sister, Lily, carefully hung tiny ornaments and twinkling lights on Finn's branches. At the top, they placed a small golden star. Finn looked at his reflection in the window. For the first time, he felt truly beautiful. Late that night, when everyone had gone to bed, Finn noticed a soft rustling sound. A little mouse had crept out of his hole in the wall. "Hello, tree," the mouse said. "You look magical." "Thank you," Finn replied. "It's my first Christmas inside a home." The mouse smiled. "It's my first Christmas seeing a tree like you. Do you think I could stay nearby for a little while? It's cold in my hole." Finn nodded. "Of course. Christmas is about sharing and kindness." The mouse snuggled into the soft fabric at the base of Finn's pot, feeling safe and warm. On Christmas morning, Max and Lily rushed downstairs. They gasped when they saw not only the gifts under the tree, but also the mouse curled up peacefully. "Oh, look," Lily said. "Finn has made a new friend." As the family unwrapped their presents, Finn felt something warm in his heart. It wasn't just the lights or the decorations that made him special, it was the joy he brought to everyone around him. When the holiday season ended, the family didn't throw Finn away. Instead, they planted him in their backyard, where he could grow tall and strong. "We'll decorate you every year," Max promised. Finn stood proudly in the fresh soil, his roots stretching deeper into the earth. Every winter after that, the family adorned him with lights and ornaments. Finn was no longer the little tree in the forest. He had become the heart of a family's Christmas tradition, a symbol of love, kindness, and the magic of the season. As Finn grew in the family's backyard, the winters became even more magical. By his second Christmas outside, he had grown taller and wider, his branches sturdy and full. True to their promise, Max, Lily, and their parents came out to decorate Finn with even more beautiful ornaments, strings of popcorn, and glowing lights. But this year, Finn noticed something different. Birds and squirrels from the nearby trees began visiting him. The popcorn garlands and cranberries became a feast for the little animals. "Welcome, friends," Finn said cheerfully. "There's plenty for everyone." The backyard became a lively gathering place. Birds chirped carols, squirrels darted playfully, and even the little mouse from the living room returned, now with a family of his own. Finn loved being the center of this winter wildlife festival. One year, just before Christmas, a fierce storm swept through the town. Heavy winds howled, and snow piled high. Finn braced himself against the storm, his roots gripping the soil tightly. He was worried about his animal friends. "I must keep them safe," Finn thought. As the storm raged, the birds nestled deep in his branches, and the mouse family hid in a burrow near his roots. Finn used his sturdy branches to shield them from the biting wind. When the storm finally passed, the family came out to check on him. Max placed a hand on Finn's trunk and whispered, "You're our hero, Finn. Thank you for protecting everyone." As the years went by, Finn became the tallest tree in the backyard. His branches stretched high into the sky, and his presence brought joy to all who saw him. Each Christmas, the family decorated him with even more lights, and neighbors would gather to admire his glow. One Christmas Eve, Max, now a grown-up, brought his own children to visit Finn. He shared the story of how Finn had once been a tiny tree in the forest. "Finn taught us that being special isn't about being big or perfect," Max told his kids. "It's about sharing love and kindness with others." The family gathered around Finn, singing carols as the lights twinkled against the snowy night. Finn felt a deep happiness in his heart. He wasn't just a tree anymore, he was a part of something bigger, a symbol of love and joy that would live on for generations. One winter night, long after the family had gone to bed, Finn gazed up at the stars. Suddenly, one of the stars seemed to twinkle brighter and float down toward him. It wasn't a star at all, it was a tiny Christmas spirit, dressed in shimmering silver. "Finn," the spirit said, "because of your kindness, you've become more than a tree. You've brought happiness to people and animals alike. Now, we will grant you a special gift." The spirit waved her hand, and Finn felt a warm glow spread through him. From that night on, even without decorations, Finn sparkled faintly, as if holding a piece of the starry sky in his branches. Every Christmas, people came from far and wide to see the glowing tree, sharing stories of the little fir tree who grew to become a beacon of love and light.